students to be actually discussing in a class. If you want a student very confidently getting up and asking a question, you require that the students to understand the language to be
well.
actually discussing
And
in a
what can
class.
be better
If you
than
want a
knowing the
student
own
very
language?
confidently
And
getting
here
up and asking
Tamil
a
in
question,
this
you
specific
require
context.
that the students to understand the
students to
language
be
well.
actually
Actually
discussing
discussing
in
in
a
a
class.
class.
Of India
If you
has
want a
knowing the
student
own
very
language,
confidently
that the
getting up and
drop
asking a
rate,
question,
the poor attendance
you
of the
require
students
that the students to
directly
understand
linked
the
to their
language
not
well.
knowing the
Actually
language.
discussing
And
in a
what can be
class.
better
If you
than
want a
knowing the
student
own
very
language?
confidently
That the
getting
drop
up and
rate
asking a
that the
question,
poor attendance
you
of the
require
students should be
that the
attending
students to
directly
understand
linked
the
to their
language
not
well.
knowing the
Actually
language.
discussing
And
in a
what can be
class.
better
If you
than
want a
knowing the
student
own
very
language?
confidently
That the
getting up and
drop
asking
rate
a
that the
question,
poor attendance
you
of the
require
students should be
that
attending
the
directly
students to
linked.
understand the
Students
language
will be
well.
actually
Discussing
discussing
in a
more
class.
should be
If you want a student so confidently getting up and asking a question, you require that the students to understand the language well. Actually discussing in a class. So if you want a student so confidently getting up and asking a question, you require that the students to understand the language well. Actually discussing in a class. So if you want a student so confidently getting up and asking a question, you require that the students to understand the language well. Always not saying that you want to have students so confidently getting up and asking a question, you require that always not saying that so right now the debate is not English versus Tamil. The debate is community and language. So let's see symbiotic relationship. So I may understand my concepts, my theoretical concepts are very well in Tamil. If when I refer to English, combines are always not same time. I will also learn the concept right now. Because if we have to globally complex versus another way of language, so let's current policy talks about to enhance the gross enrollment. So I may understand my discussion number of students passing out of schools must take admission in higher education. Each one of you, I am we are very free to enhance the gross so I may understand my discussion number of students, but think about the students. Person, that student, that girl in mind who does not know English that well. And immediately your whole perspective will change towards these books. So I, on behalf of AICTE, really have my gratitude to Anna University, to the Vice Chancellor, to the coordinator, to the registrar for accepting and taking on this daunting task of that student, that girl in mind who does not know English that well. And immediately your whole perspective will change towards these books. Quality textbook in Tamil language. Please try to do this job within the specified period, that is within 2 months after you are given a book. You can take help of all the tools that are available. There is an AICT tool, there is another tool by IIT Mumbai, Udan, or whatever way you want to do it. So on behalf of AICT, thank you so very much, and let us all come together. Let us celebrate linguistic inclusivity. Let us commemorate linguistic diversity. And thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Our chief guest, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj, is an Indian Tamil politician from the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. He is the Honorable Minister of Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu. Since May 2016, he has been representing Padmanabhapuram constituency in the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly. He is the Minister of Information Technology and Digital Services Department of Tamil Nadu. He participated in GITEX 2022 at Dubai as a representative of Ministry for Information Technology and Digital Services India for Government of Tamil Nadu. He met lot of founders, CEOs, top leadership of Indian startups at GITEX Dubai during Meet Indian Startups event organized by the Consulate General of India, Dubai, on 12th October 2022. He owns the Good Vision Charitable Trust, which is working on women, children, and sanitation-related issues. We are very happy to have you with us, sir. I request our chief guest to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
Respected Dr. Mamta Agarwal, Advisor to AICT, New Delhi, dear Professor Dr. Velraj, Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Chennai, and dear Professor Dr. G. Ravi Kumar, Registrar of Anna University, Chennai, and Dr. Kanmani, Deputy Director, Center for Department of Tamil Engineering, and Dr. Uma Maheshwari, I forgot her name. She is the one who is coordinating the program, and other dignitaries of the dais, dear participants, and a very good morning to all of you. I am very happy to be here with all of you in this wonderful occasion. And I was privileged to inaugurate the first engineering college, engineering course in Tamil in Coimbatore 2-3 months back. In one of the Ratnam group of colleges, I think, they have started an engineering course in Tamil for the first time. And I was the one who inaugurated the program. When I met our ma'am, Dr. Mamta, she was telling me, Tamil is a language with a lot of richness. In the world, you see, we have a lot of languages. But many languages are only, they are spoken. They don't have letters. They don't have grammars. They don't have much literatures. All those kind of things were there. But Tamil is a language which we all know that it has been recognized as a Chemmoli. And we are one of the 6 languages that existed since the existence of the human beings in the world. So out of that 6, I think 2-3 are non-existent now. But Tamil is still existing. It is because we have our letters, our own letters, The language has got its grammar. A lot of literatures are there with us. So in the past we met with so many challenges, but even then we were able to be strong as far as our religion, language is concerned. And in Tamil, we believe that Tamil is the language which is the basic for the Dravidian languages, family languages. Say for example, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, and so many other languages. We say the basic language is the Tamil language. So it has been proved. And our language has got very good literatures with us. Take for example, Tirukkural. It is such a good literature. Tiruvasakam, Tirumandiram, and so many to say. Even the Siddhargal, who lived long back, they have given lot of things. You take for astrology, lot of things were there. In astrology they have contributed. In medicine, tremendously they have contributed. In martial arts and other hundreds and hundreds of art forms, indigenous medicines, and we can list out like this. So many things are there in the Tamil language. So we need to preserve, protect our language, because the language is very important for everyone. I still remember when I read a book, when the Irish people fought for their freedom, the British government asked them, you want freedom first, or your language to be recognized as the official language? And the freedom fighters have told them, we will accept the second one. Announce our language as the official language. Because the language is our identity. If the language is lost, even if we get freedom, we will lose our identity. But if our language is saved, our identity will be still there, and we will fight, and one day or other we will get the freedom. That's how the importance of language is all about. So as far as Tamil is concerned, it's a very rich language. We have a lot of other things. We need to propagate it. Many people, yesterday also when I was speaking to our Vice Chancellor, I was telling him, a person coming out of college after completing even postgraduate degree course, if you ask him, can you say 10 Tirukkural, he will say no. It is such a wonderful book. And you say for example Tirumandiram, he talks about Vande Kulam Uruvane Devan. One race, that is human race, and one religion is the basis of Tamil tradition. So it has been written. நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ வந்து lot of research is going on by us. I'm not telling, so many people are doing. In Tamil we have Aganilai Pagirchigal. It talks about how the body, mind and soul concept can be transformed. And through those kind of practices, how we can transcend the normal thought process and get into a godliness. So such good texts are there in Tamil. If say for example we have practiced 6 religions, Saivam, Vaishnavam, Ganapatyam, Saktam, Sauram and Gaumaram. All these 6 religions are being practiced by the Tamils, and we have lot of literatures with all these 6 religions. So Saivam got lot of contribution from Tamil scholars. That's a great thing. So similarly we had Natar Deiva Valipattam we say. That's like honoring the people who lived as legends and left a legacy. And you see Iyarkai Valipattam, worshipping the nature. All these things find a very good place. and how people had a harmonious living with nature. That's very, very, very important. Now we are talking about SDG goals and all these things, decarbonization, and the planet is getting hot. So the very existence of living beings on this planet is a big question. All these things we talk. But in Tamil literature, we have a lot of proofs that they argued and they were coexisting harmoniously with the nature. That's a very, very important thing you can see. In my first speech in the assembly, now I spoke something. That's from the Tamil literature. தொடங்குக பணியை தொடங்குக அறத்தை கடலிலும் வானிலும் கவினோர் நிலத்திலும் வாழ்வுயிர் அனைத்தும் மக்கள் கூட்டமும் உயர்வுற்று வாழ அன்பு மணிக்குடையின் கீழ் உலகினை ஆண்டார் உயர்வரம் என்றார். That says our ancestors ruled the state with love, under the umbrella of love, with not only people, with the living beings, living organisms on earth, on water, and on sky. And finally, only they are telling about the human beings. So all these things had a harmonious living under the umbrella of love. That's how Tamil preaches. So I love my mother tongue because of this. It is such a good language. So now, as a minister of this department, as rightly pointed out by our Vice Chancellor, we have the ICT, Tamil Virtual Academy with us. And now Tamil Virtual Academy is taking lot of efforts. You may be knowing, once I became the minister, I sorted out one serious problem, that is Unicode we have brought in. Previously, when we write something and type something and send it, the other person sitting may not be able to download it. There will be so many fonts. So the Unicode connects everything. Now everything is fine. We are able to send anything to anywhere without any problem. We are able to access it. And we are working on that. Tamil keyboard we have brought. And TVA is working on the technical people who are all spread across even the Tamil diaspora is also contributing. How this technology can be utilized for the betterment of our language or the easy use of our language. A language can be learned for two reasons. That's my understanding. One is to communicate with people. I need to communicate with someone, I need a language. So, as Madam rightly pointed out, we are into English because we need to communicate with the global community. And it is inevitable. I can tell you, any country which says that I won't learn English means their growth is limited. But some countries, they don't want. Now, last 2 months back, I went to Finland. I heard a lot of discussions with so many people. And they have made it very clear, if somebody wants to work in Finland, they should know Finnish. That is must. But their population is very small. If you go to Finland and you conduct a recruitment drive, you will get no one. No fish will come into the net because they don't want work. They want more people to go there and work. That is the situation. But in a country like India, having such a huge population, we need to accommodate people somewhere. Where we are going to accommodate? That's a big challenging question. I talk everything out of my experience. Nothing theory. No theory at all for me. I learn everything and I speak. In my district, take for example Kanyakumari. Our BC also comes from Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari is such a learned district when compared to the other parts of the country. It's a proof. It's a proven thing. So, we had agriculture like anything. Nanjil Nadu is the Narkalanjam. It's the paddy. It's the best place to understand. நீங்கள் வந்து நாஞ்சில் நாட்டு சம்பா ரைஸ் சமைச்சிங்கன்னா தெருவே மணக்கும். ஆமாம், தட் மச் so sweet. We have more than 35 varieties of plantain. Now, after me becoming minister, most of them were at the verge of extinct. And I collected back all these things. I have planted somewhere. It is coming up now. So now we are ready to supply also. 35 varieties are planted. Lot of mango varieties, jackfruits, pineapple, everything. But now also, one engineer during the King's regime, one British engineer named Minjan Alexander, he came and constructed a big dam. And the dam has the capacity to supply water to 105,000 acres of land for paddy cultivation. And we cultivated. Now, can anyone guess how much we are cultivating? It has come down to 3,000. It has come down to. So there is a total shift from agriculture to some other thing. So there is a very serious area that we need to consider. When we think of development, we are developing. Because of the globalization, we are not finding it difficult. We produce something in a massive way, but we have lost something similarly in a massive way. But it's being compensated because of the marketing systems we have, and it is being globalized. But when a time of crisis comes, we may be in a difficult situation. So that is one area we need to think about. It's my opinion. The second thing is, so communicating language is also very important. If we want to go outside and do things or expose our capabilities, capacities, whatever it is. The second thing, we need to learn in our mother tongue the technology, the rich traditions, the history, and all those things. That's also very, very important. And our VC as well as Mamta ma'am, they pointed out, if someone is allowed to speak something on his own language, he will be able to do in a better way. If somebody comes up and writes something in his own language, he will do in a better way. There is no difference of opinion in that. So that's a very serious area. Say, for example, technology is concerned. Now, our focus is on innovation. So, innovation is the main focus now. Innovation is a sacred task, we can say. Why I am saying sacred task? I read a book about somebody. That fellow met with an accident. He got a very strong head injury. He has to come out of that. There is no medicine available because he has to go for a surgery which can be performed on a very minute equipment. So he started innovating on that for 10 years. And finally, it happened in Israel. It is not a story, it's a real thing. So he finally came up with the proper equipment and he got it done and he survived and it is now used worldwide. So innovation is a sacred task. Even though it is a task, it is sacred in the sense many unsolvable problems can be solved through innovations. So we live in a world with new challenges. You say, for example, the agrarian crisis. It cannot be solved and it cannot be addressed if you are not going to adapt technology into it. There is no way. The big countries which are excelling in agriculture, they do agriculture farming through the latest technology available. You say, for example, I used to get surprised seeing the cherries and berries from California. Or people are buying 1 kilo 4,000, 4,500 rupees in Chennai. And huge volumes are coming down. So this kind of a global scenario is coming up. So any kind of innovation or anything that if you're doing in our own mother tongue, it will be easy for us. And we all know that the rural poor and a country like India, we have large number of people still in the villages or the rural areas. And our focus can be with them. Those kind of people, they may not be able to get access to proper education. If they go for a government school or something like that, they may not be able to get such a good stuff in a foreign language. There may not be possible for them. So in those areas, you cannot simply say that a person studying in a rural school is incapable. It's not the case. He is not having the proper access to education. That is the problem. And she rightly pointed out, when they conducted a survey among China, Russia and India, they found some kind of discrepancies because they learned their language on their own, subject on their own mother tongue, and they were able to reproduce. Whereas we learned something in a foreign language and we were unable to reproduce as they did. So doing something in our own language will really bring good results. So, and to my understanding, at least for people studying ITI and polytechnics, this will be of very good use. Because these people, normally they won't migrate to any other state or something like that. And there is huge necessity for this workforce in the state itself. And you may be aware that our state is heading towards a $1 trillion economy. That is a target set by our Honorable Chief Minister, and we are all working on that. And the IT department has set a goal of nearly $100 billion. That is 1/10 of the target set by the Honorable CM. And I assure that we will be able to achieve that. To achieve that, the IT sector itself needs 25 lakh skilled manpower. That's the requirement we have. So to have 25 lakh skilled, globally competitive manpower is the requirement of the IT sector. You take, for example, other sectors like automobile or whatever it is, electrical, electronics and everything. Everything, there is a huge requirement. And a lot of innovations are required. I will conclude my speech with the only one. I will make you understand how we are lagging behind. Say, for example, you take the automobile industry. You take in a car that has been introduced in the late 90s. Now it is 25 years. The development that has been created in the automobile sector with regard to consumption of fuel or emission of carbon, there is no much more different. The difference may be 1 or 2%. But you look at the IT sector, you take for example a computer of late 90s and you compare it with the computer of the present time, you see the development, it will be 100, 200, maybe 1,000 times more than that. So that much of development has happened in this sector, but not in the mechanical or automobile sector. So a lot of thrust, lot of innovations have to be made in those sectors. Likewise, in the area of clean tech, we talk about SDG goals, we talk about so many things, we talk about solid waste management, we talk about liquid management, but nothing is happening. So we need to go do something constructively. And when we conduct hackathons, the kind of thing in schools and colleges, we find how people are struggling to come up and present their viewpoints. So it's a better idea to do this for the people who require this kind of things. And of course, I believe that this initiative will bring our language to higher level. There is no doubt in that. And I appreciate the efforts that is taken by the AICT. And I request, ma'am, you can think of what are the other possibilities that the possibility that you have, so that you can extend your support to the people of Tamil Nadu, because we have to depend mainly on education, and that is the asset of Tamil Nadu. We have a lot of institutions in Tamil Nadu, reputed organizations also here. So we have a very strong teaching faculty over here, because the number of institutions are high, so the faculty is also huge. So we are thinking of collaborating with the center for getting programs like this, and we'll be really, of course, we'll help you implement your programs in a very successful way. I thank Anna University also for taking this challenging task, and I hope with all your support they will succeed with bringing a good result very soon. And I extend my wishes to every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. N. Kanmani, Deputy Director of Center for Development of Tamil in Engineering and Technology, to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, ma'am.
Gratitude is a virtue which should not be forgotten. However, on behalf of Center for Development of Tamil in Engineering and Technology, I am here to spell out some words of gratitude to those who made this program a grand success. We thank our chief guest, our Honorable Minister of Information Technology, who has paved the way of success to IT Ministry through his hard work. We thank you, sir, for your gracious presence and for your thought-provoking speech. We express our heartfelt thanks to our Honorable and adorable Vice Chancellor of Anna University, a lighthouse of education, for his encouragement and support for us. We thank you, sir. We convey our sincere gratitude to our respected Registrar Sir, Anna University, a man of simplicity, for his guidance and support. Thank you, sir. We express our deep sense of appreciation to Dr. Mamta, Advisor, AICTE, and Professor Sanjeev Kumar, Member Secretary, AICTE. Thank you very much, sir and madam. Our special thanks to Dr. Uma Mageshwari, Director, Center for Development of Tamil in Engineering and Technology, for organizing this function in a skillful manner. Thank you, ma'am. We thank all the participants, scholars, and also we extend our thanks to those people who are behind us to make this function a grand success. I thank once again our Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, and Dr. Uma Mageshwari, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
We request you to kindly stand up for national anthem.
Janagana mana adinayaka jaya he Bharata bhagya vidata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Utkala Jalajita तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे ताहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे चल Jaya 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 He.
We have arranged for tea and snacks.